The prosecutor, 1 minute please. I want to thank the lawyer, the appointed lawyer. However, since the defendant did not select him and that the court appointed them, then we ask you, Your Honor, that any sentence that in the defense that hurt the defendant, please remove it and only take what's in the best interest of the defendant. If the defendant chose the lawyers, then everything should be considered. But since they were appointed, then I ask you, Your Honor, to only take the parts in favor of the defendant and leave out what's against him, and thank you very much. Mr. Prosecutor, he exercised this right from the beginning of today, since he started reading, when the lawyer read. Saddam, I did not exercise my total right. I did not, but I just gave few remarks. Comments. Please do not interrupt the court. Mr. Prosecutor, he exercised his rights. And I told him he can, during the upcoming time, he can ask the old ones to come back and we will consider their defense, or according to his will, he can have new lawyers and he can have like an attachment to this defense or appendix to this defense, and we will consider it and we will study it. In addition to the prosecutor, in addition to that, sir, I will, this defense, when it's in front of you, when you're reading the defense today, please, any point that you think will hurt him, remove it. Only the good stuff that in his best interest should be kept, and thank you very much. This is under the consideration of the court and God's willing. Oh, Saddam, okay, now he's talking legal. We told you we will consider all what you said and all what they said. And here, the standard in the court, we have to look for what's the best for you. Whatever is better for the defendant in front of the court. This should be very clear to you. Your Honor, Judge, Your Honor, if the chance that you give to Saddam Hussein, the only chance to select my lawyers, and if they accept to come and defend me, if the defense will be in addition to what's happening today, no, thank you, I don't need that. But if instead of today's defense, yes, I agree, and I will try to find and I will talk to the lawyers. Please, let me explain to you and to everybody listening to me right now. Everything mentioned in front of the court during the sessions, everything is considered and studied except the nasty language and except anything that can hurt people or entities, and it will be taken out of the record. Anything else is in the records, but the court, when they study and when they consider the defense and the accusations, the courts have to select the text which is the best for the defendant. You need to understand that. Your Honor, study, and when you decide that I choose the lawyers or my lawyers didn't show up and I choose others, I want you to consider their defense is the main defense and not an attachment. If you refuse my request, I'm not interested in bringing any, and I'm not going to try. Listen. These issues from the legal point of view in Iraq and the rest of the Arab countries and even internationally, it all rely on the point of view of the judges and the courts, and the judge traditionally will select what's in the best interest of the defendant. And we are following this rule in Iraq, Arab countries, and we can even select laws that exist in any other country that's in your best interest. Even that. So, we accept your conditions and we stop this defense and take this defense? No. You cannot give your conditions to this court. No, sir. I don't want to argue. I don't want to give you conditions. You have the freedom of whatever you want to do. However, I want to bring your attention that this case is different and there is legal differences that you bring defense, that you bring to so-called defendants, and he doesn't accept them. I am capable of bringing good defense lawyers. Because of the conditions, I have a problem obtaining a lawyer, but I have the capability. But if you give me a chance, I need to talk to the old lawyers or the new ones, and in this case, they become my defense with your approval. And because this is an excessive, Your Honor, we can remove this appointed defense and rely on the new defense.